So many beautiful people. Hi, Danielle. So good to see you. Facebook, so good to see you. So good to see all of you. So many feelings today, huh? You know how I felt today? Someone in my power circle asked me, I said, today feels like swimming through molasses. That's how today feels. Today feels like swimming through molasses. So I'm here, we're communing. That's what we do together. We commune, we witness, and we sit with each other. Hi, my loves, my loves, my loves. I'm so happy to see everybody. I'm so happy to commune with you. I'm so happy for us to be nourishing and nurturing each other. Hi, Josh. Hi, Zach. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. So I have this colleague, and she wrote she's a nutritionist. She's like the OG. Well, she doesn't like when I call her that. But anyway, she's like the founder of part of the founders of the sugar addiction movement. And, she wrote an email today. Gosh, guys, it's just so hard. It's so hard to talk about everything right now. I mean, it's not hard to talk about everything. It's just like there is so much going on, there's so much going on. And I don't know. Part of me doesn't want to say anything. And then part of me knows that we have this community together that, I'm your coach and I'm your bestie and I'm here to support you. And so I'm going to sit and support you to the best of my ability, but tell me what you need. I need to know what you need. So anyway, this nutritionist, Teresa, was talking about, having how much these times with all the unrest and the sadness and the violence and the nonviolence and the truth and all of it, how much it makes you want to stuff your face a little bit, right? Like, my goodness, we thought the quarantine made us want to eat. Please, then came this, right? Anyway, she said this really important thing that I sort of want to break down with us tonight, which is, she said it's not like, well, she was talking about people who want to restrict their food, people who want to overeat. I mean, I'm sure we all kind of live in those areas, right? And she was like, kind of factually, like, binging your face off isn't going to make the unrest any better, right? And restricting your food isn't going to make it any better. Now, I'm like gentle central over here. I mean, I am and I'm not. I'm like a fierce lioness, but also a little bit like gentle central. And gosh, I had this therapist once and we were doing like the hardest work of my life. And there'd be some times where I would go home and overeat good food. I'm sure everybody understands that, and he would say to me yeah, sometimes you got to do that. Now, of course, the ultimate goal is to stay on your food plan. The ultimate goal is to not turn to food, right? And if you have a little carrot bender, just here's what I just want to say. If you guys, these times are so incredibly unprecedented. I'm without words most of the time, and as we all know, that's pretty hard for me to be, right? But there is a chapter in Breaking Up with Sugar, and it's chapter 13, where I talk a little bit about this. Food is not going to make it better. And I want to say, first of all, that food is not going to make it better. And if you want to be helping this movement, helping what's going on, I mean, the greatest thing you can give is your full presence. The greatest gift you can give is your full presence. Now, maybe you can't do that right now. I don't know. Maybe that's just too much for you. I don't know. But I want to talk about two things. First, I want to talk about is your full presence, right? Food isn't going to make it better. And it denies you the ability to access your compassion and your kindness and your brilliance and your wisdom and your checking in on people. It's so because when we really get into the food, it's the life becomes the size of a postage stamp. The blinders go on. It becomes about us and our self-hate and how much we hate ourselves. And it's kind of the only thing you can think about when you're deep in the food. And so what I want to say is, if you can stay on track, and if really relying on the skills that you know really nourish you and nurture you, right? Like connecting with people. And I know it's a two-dimensional world, but something's better than nothing, right? But if you can connect with people, if you can soothe, if you can, I don't know, one of the things I'm doing right now is just getting more educated, and I'm donating, and I'm thinking about how in my organization I can be more helpful. I'm just trying to think about how I can be of service in all of this, right? But like, and so I want to say that, like, there is no way that you can be binging on food and fully present. And you might argue with me, right? Like, Molly, I binged my brains out, and then I went and I like helped all these people, like blah 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 blah, like, and I will say, like, that might have happened for sure. I was a actively eating disorder therapist for many years, like, I know. But I can tell you the difference between my work when I am in my loving and amazing relationship with food and in the guidelines and in my loving relationship rebuild plan, and who I was when I was sort of like high on sugar all the time, like having binged going to session, is like a totally different person. So it's not to say you're not useful at all. It's just like, I think we're the kind of people who want like all the things, right? We want to do the best. We want to be the best. We want the most. We want the most out of life, all of that. And that can only be done. Yeah, that can only be done when we're taking care of ourselves, right? And the greatest gift you give is your full presence. Emily is saying over here that she ate half a pie and she's still not okay mentally from it. I had a client who was overeating Mary's Gone crackers and fruit and cheese yesterday, and she said she woke up in a foggy hangover. And I said to her, isn't it amazing how your body is so healthy now that's what, and so Emily's like, the research committee over there. She's like, it doesn't work. But it's not that, honestly, Emily, and I love you more than life. It's actually not how bad you feel, right? But in these times, right, it's about how useful you can be. And we can't be useful when we're in the self-hate, when we're emotionally kind of screwed up because we overate, all of that, right? So it's such a great thing to think about. If you're like me and you're like, what can I do? How can I be better, right? One of the ways you can be better is to bravely get into this recovery that is yours for the taking, my love. This is yours for the taking. This I pinky swear to you. So that's my first big thought for you. It's like, who do you want to be during this, right? Who do you want to be during this? And the way, if you want to be fully present and of the maximum service, which is yours for the taking, I will tell you this over and over and over again, the way that you can do that is to get into the personal integrity that you know exists with your food. This is without question. I can tell you, as I just told you from my stories of being high on sugar as a therapist and then having all of this recovery, right? Yeah, Susie's saying, like, my highest and best self. Absolutely. That's what the world needs right now. The world needs our the collective highest and best self. And each one of us matters. And if you don't think you matter, you have a whole new set of problems, which I want to talk to you about all day, because you matter. Oddly enough, just like a little side spiritual note from your like Shama Mama over here, it is the most selfish thing in the world to think that you don't matter. Put that in your brain for a minute. It is the most selfish thought in the entire world to think that you don't matter. That's how consumed we can get with ourselves in all of this. And to be honest, the world needs us out of ourselves and into community and into love and into service. That's like, my goodness, do we need this more than ever? More than ever, my love. So Trudy, hurry up, because we need you. Hurry up to search and figure out who you want to be, because we need you, baby. We need you. I know, Rose, I'm very deep today. I am heartbroken over this world right now. Heartbroken. I know. I didn't want to come to close the kitchen, but I love you guys too much to ever cancel it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it is the most selfish thing you can do, is to think that you don't matter. You all matter more than you even know. More than you even know. Amy, what's that quote from Marianne Williamson? Oh, she'll write it and then I'll tell it to you. So, side note, there's a chapter 13 in the book, and I wrote it just for us, because we're rule breakers. So yes, I understand. Everybody wants to do this. Everybody wants to stay clean. Everybody wants to do it. But if you're going to go down, okay, like if you're like, Mal, I hear you. I love you. I think exactly what you're saying. You know what, Sarah, it's such a good thing you're saying that. Sarah's saying, you can cancel. You know what, Sarah? No, I can't. Because I'm of service to this group. That's what I do. That's what I'm here for. So I can't cancel. I need to show up. I need to stand up and I need to show up because I can and I will. And that's what I've committed to you. And I don't mess with that commitment. You all have entrusted me so much. So anyway, so chapter 13. So here's the other thing I want to say. I'm probably going to say so much of this tomorrow night. There's nothing more to talk about than this. This is the only thing we have to talk about. So chapter 13 is this chapter I wrote in Breaking Up with Sugar for those of us who don't follow rules and those of us who hate to follow rules. And for how much I effing hate diet books because they're all like, eat 4 ounces of turkey. Done. I'm like, oh my God, are you joking? And so it's like, okay, well, what do we do when we don't want to do what we know we're supposed to do? I'm just giving you a little thing on the side. Whatever you do, if you need to overeat tonight, if you can't handle it, if the nourishing and the nurturing isn't working, I believe you cannot do that. I believe it wholeheartedly with all of my heart and all of my soul. And I believe you're stronger for it when you don't. But whatever you do, don't go to sugar. Because what you do when you go on a binge on sugar tonight is that you make it chemical. Right? So if you're going to air in quantity of sugar-free, flour-free food, and don't turn to sugar because that just makes it so messy. Yes. Amy. Yeah, that's the quote, Amy. Well, Amy will post it again in the Facebook group tomorrow because I'm going to close the kitchen now. Amy's going to post this amazing quote again. She's posted it before. If you're not in the Facebook group, I don't know why you're not. It's just the most amazing place on earth. Get on it. But that's what I want you to think about tonight. It's like, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in this world right now? This world needs you so badly, you have no idea. I mean, this world needs you so badly right now, you have no idea. I need you so badly. We need to be getting these people in their sugar comas out of their house and showing them that there's a better life that exists for them. We got things to do, my loves. We got things to do. People to help, service to give. That's what the Breaking Up with Sugar warriors are all about. So consider that when you're considering who you want to be. You are more powerful than you know. You are stronger than you know. And you can be... I'm not canceling. Leave me alone, Amy and Sarah. Jeez Louise. I shouldn't even have said it. I don't need to cancel. Oh, people, I love you so much. Okay. So anyway, this is the point. This is I need you to do for me. Who do you want to be? We're going to talk about it tomorrow night. Who do you want to be? Being in the food is not helpful. It may be where you need to be, but understand that there is a bigger, brighter world for you, and we need you. We need you so badly. Okay, so now that everybody is codependently bothering me about canceling, which I'm never going to bring up again, we're going to close the kitchen. Here we go. Hands on our hearts. Hands on our hearts for ourselves, of course, and for finding this integrity and this inner strength inside of us to make us into the best version of ourselves in our relationships with food, you know? And then hands on our hearts for all the suffering outside in this world. Hands on our hearts for all the suffering in the world. Amazing. Lisa's closing the kitchen. Amazing. Bernadette's closing the kitchen. Who else is closing the kitchen tonight? No need to be sorry, Sarah. I love you. Good, Susie, my love, closing the kitchen. Yes, Crystal closed it at 6. Amazing. Emily, love you. Feel better, babe. Rose has closed the kitchen. Fabulous. Sharon's closed the kitchen. Rachel's closed the kitchen. Molly, amazing. Oakland. Alicia, love you, honey. Amy, Zach, fabulous. Diane, fabulous. Shira, love you, Shira. I love you, love you, love you, love you. Janice has closed the kitchen. Joanna, Carrie, Candy, Josh, mwah. Whoever Jehaldoff is, a fabulous. Heather, great to see you. Amazing. Andy, day 17, you did it. Amazing, Andy. Sherry closed the kitchen. Sarah, Roseanne. Sharon, love you. Amazing. Jean Marie, Roseanne, Sharon, amazing, amazing. Hi, Melissa, love you. All right, gang. Camille's closed the kitchen. Fabulous, fabulous. Carrie's going to close it at 7. I closed it at 6:30. Teresa's closing in an hour West Coast time. Teresa, you should get in on the West Coast Zoom. They all watch it on Zoom together. Trudy's closed the kitchen. Fabulous, fabulous. All right, my loves. That's our show for tonight. Lots of love going around on CTK because that's how we roll. Lots of love going around. You know, stay close to those you love. Send love to yourself. Send love out into the world. Love heals everything. My gosh, my love heals it all. And let me tell you something. If nobody told you that they love you today, I love you. I love you guys so much. And I'm sending it all out to you. Mwah. See you tomorrow night.